had mercy on thee. Just told you to have mercy on. You can't find nowhere in the scripture where you have mercy on any other nation but Israel. Listen, verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. And you're going to kill them. Nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. They're going to be utterly wasted. So these other nations, which he calls strangers, in Isaiah 14th chapter, when you look at verse 11, it said, therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night. Why? That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. Their kings going to be brought, as it is written. So, all this is what the future holds, Israel. But we got to do what we got to do to make it there in righteousness. Look at Micah 4:1. Micah 4:1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Most High shall be established in the top of the mountains, top of the kingdoms. And it shall be exalted above the hills, little kingdoms, and people shall flow into it. And many nations shall come and say, come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Most High, and to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach of his ways. See? But see, these other nations, y'all don't want to do that. That's why you Israelites talking to you, because you are 12 nations that make up one nation. You're supposed to be coming to learn the ways of the Most High, his laws, statutes, commandments. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion. And Zion is represent the 12 tribes of Israel all day and all night, 24/7. And the word of the Most High from Jerusalem, wherever we are. You see? Because it ain't over there. It's not over there. Ain't nobody flowing to the land of Israel or Jerusalem to learn of the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Are they? No. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Isaiah 66. Isaiah 66. And 23. Let's look at verse 22. For as the new heavens and the new earth, it's the kingdom, y'all. New heavens and a new earth. Not the earth we in now. Which I will make. You hear that? Which he said he's going to make. It's like he made it. You go back to Genesis, the first chapter. He made the earth that we in now. For as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me, said the Most High, so shall your seed, or our lineage, or our children, and your name remain. See? And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, we'll be honoring the new moon in the kingdom, first day of the month. And from one Sabbath to another, we'll be honoring the Sabbath days in the kingdom. Shall all flesh come to worship before me, said the Most High. Remember I told you we're rehearsing the righteous acts now. So if you're not rehearsing it now, you against it now, you ain't going to the kingdom to do this. It's serious, people. That's why you got to take this serious. Or he going to burn you up. He going to melt you. No matter who you are. Listen. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, said the Most High. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses, that's the dead bodies, of the men that have transgressed against me, that have broken my laws, statutes, and commandments. For their worms shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched. They shall be an abhorring unto all flesh. Gonna hate to see this, but you're gonna have to deal with it. To remind you, most I gotta bring death in front of us and remind us, hey, you could be right over there. Go off if you want to. Your butt be right over there. You're gonna have a righteous kingdom, and only a righteous kingdom. Anything other than that gonna be dismissed. See? Or done away with, may I say. As he just said. See, people don't know. Y'all call God and Jesus or whatever name you call. See, most I have strict stipulations of how he have his rules and regulations to go down. Just like, you know, you got a Passover, the other nations couldn't come to the Passover. They couldn't come to the Passover. Some of you allow anyone to come because you looking for numbers or whatever, but look at Exodus 12 and 43. They were excluded from it. It says, and the Most High said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof. See? So, we had certain ordinances that we had to keep. So I want to show you how once all this go down and the nations see the power of the Most High and Mashiach Yahushua and what they're going to do, they're going to lock in. Look at Zechariah 12 and 6. In that day will I make the governors of Judah like an heart of fire among the wood, and like a torch of fire in a sea. And they shall devour all the people round about, on the right hand and on the left. And Jerusalem shall be inhabited again in her own place, even in Jerusalem. The Most High also shall save the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah. So we're going to save Judah first. As you see, it's mainly Judah that's rising up, bringing forth the law, statutes, commandments back into this earth. In that day shall the Most High defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. Yeah, it's going to be as King David. You know, King David was a mighty warrior. He bent bars of steel with his bare hands. Mighty warrior. And the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of the Most High before them. Hear that? As an angel of the Most High before them. Because the angels do what? They represent the Most High. We have an opportunity, people, to make it to what it is that's promised to us and where it is that's promised to us. Look at Zechariah 9 and 13. Zechariah 9:13. It said, when I have bent Judah for me, filled the bowl with Ephraim, that's the southern and northern tribes, making up the 12 tribes of Israel, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, O 12 tribes of Israel, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as a sword of a mighty man, and the Most High shall be seen over them, and the Mashech of Shai shall be seen over them, and his arrow shall go forth as the lightning, and the arrow shall go forth as the lightning, and the Most High, while Mashech of Shai, shall blow the trumpet, and shall go with whirlwinds of the south, tornadoes, hurricanes, storms. The Most High of hosts shall defend them, and they shall devour and subdue with sling stones, and they shall drink and make a noise as through wine. They shall be filled like bowls, and as the corners of the altar. And the Most High, their power, shall save them in that day as the flock of his people. But they shall be as the stones of his crown, lifted up as an ensign upon his land. See that? All praise to the Most High. That's what he's going to do. That's prophecy. Whether you want to accept it or not. That's why he sent the Mashech of Shai back to make sure that it go down as it is written. We can't do nothing but just accept it. We had to accept everything else. So you got to accept this. Look at Zephaniah. It says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee. Last two verses. And I will save her that hearteth. We had our heart. He gonna undo all of them that afflict us, and he gonna save her that hearteth, and gather her that was driven out, scattered among all the nations, the Israelites. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. He gonna get us praise and fame in all the lands where we were made to be put to shame. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, said the Most High. So Lamentations 4:22. This is worth working for and doing what we need to do to be there, to be one. The Most High will. Like I said, Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. It's finished. It's accomplished. It's going to come a time where it's finished. The punishment, see that punishment of thine iniquity, punishment for breaking the Most High's laws. It's accomplished. It's over. O daughter of Zion, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. But what he's going to do? Let you know, hey, ain't nothing written to say we're going into captivity. And with the last curse I seen in Deuteronomy 28:68 said, and the Most High shall send thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way, where I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there, when you go on these ships, you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall save you. No man shall deliver you or redeem you from the condition that the Most High put us in. This is the last captivity, brothers and sisters of Israel, and to the world. Y'all want to listen. He said, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. What is he going to do? He will visit thine iniquity. He's going to visit your iniquity, your wickedness, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. He's going to discover your sins. As it's written. Because 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it, their followers. We got next forever and ever now. So Esau would have to be ruler during the end of the world. That's why he's saying he's going to visit the iniquity of the Edomites, because they have opportunity to make sure that everybody be on point. But are they? No. So Daniel's 7:18. But the saints, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, or the Most High, shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom. How long? Forever, even forever and ever. Verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. Hear that? The kingdom to come is going to be given to the 12 tribes of Israel, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Hitherto is the end of the matter. That's all I got to say. All praise to the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua, and I'm out. That's it.